Everyone, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Here's Hero. Deflected. Inside. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it.
Sacramento ball.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
SGA can't get it to go. Hero, right side. It's rebounded by Golden State.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Now here's Daniels. The kick out to Williams. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's good.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
SGA can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Kings. Pass to Williams. Here's Daniels. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And that'll tie this game up.
And as a scorer, Daniels can really work inside with that size.
On the wing, SGA. Oh, my goodness!
Just throw it up! And SGA showing you some impressive hops.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good on the free throw. And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick at changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada, too, eh?
Of the North.
Damn, that's good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside. He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Stolen by Sarr. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, great drive by SGA, and he slams it to finish it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you guys.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. So both teams changing it up here. For three, McCollum. They get the rebound. Pass to Tyson. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by Hero. 6 to shoot. Here's Clowney. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Nice read by McCollum. Such a smart player. He knows when to find others. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
For three, McCollum. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's about 40% from deep over the course of his career. C.J. McCollum has been doing this at a high level for a long time.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Clowney. Shoots over Hero. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And so Hero will bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 1. Williams with the screen. McBride attacking. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Tyson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Hero right side. Out to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
First personal foul.
You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Here's Dick, following the score by Golden State. Offline with a 3. Outside, SGA. Driving to the basket. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
Okay, SGA showing some muscle on that finish.
And it's Dimon missing. Golden State with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
That 3's off the mark.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Dimon. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Here's Dimon. On the take. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Here's Newell. Gilgeous-Alexander Alexander punches it home.
And Shea has the ability to break down any defense on any given possession, and you're seeing that again tonight.
SGA with a steal. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And SGA throws it down.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Sacramento with some changes. The Warriors lead by 7. McCollum looks around. Here's the pick. Pass to Clowney. And that one is hammered home.
The combo guard skills of McCollum. Not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Daniels. Outside McCain. 5 to shoot. Here's Strother. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Fires from the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Tyson. For 3, McCollum. Walker pulls down the board. Kings trail by 13. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tyson. To the left wing. Pass to Strother. McCollum outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Or a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Kings trail by 15. Here's Hero. Here's Mobley. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mobley's got his second basket of the game.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Outside McCain. SGA with a steal. For the finish.
out in the open floor, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most dangerous players in this league.
Williams with the screen. Here's Hero. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's SGA. Over to the wing. Well from outside. Rebounded by Daniels.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first four has he gotten to go.
Here's Williams. Tipped.
Yeah, tough to keep your shot out of Şengün's reach. You know, he's about 7 feet.
Here's SGA. Oh, the speed, the vertical. Gilgeous-Alexander with a slam.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Kings. It's a 14-point game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back to you.
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you. Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Hero, left side. Here's Newell. Rebounded by Daniels. Hero on the wing. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, that was just determination on the part of Tyler Hero, showing you he is up for the challenge.
Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Here's Tyson. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Daniels. Here's Carrington. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Jared McCain. That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Kings trail by 9. Drives to the hoop. Adams comes with a double. Now Grady Dick. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Adams a screen. Here's McCollum. Count it. Good. McCollum's got 10 points.
That is great patience that time by McCollum. He waited until that opportunity opened up, and he utilized the pick and roll perfectly.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Pass to Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. Walker for 3. The putback. It's rebounded by Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. McCollum with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Pass to Carrington. Here's Walker. Here's Dimon. Adams covering. Shot clock at 6. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Walker. And another miss by Sacramento.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. "24 seconds left to play in the third quarter."
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
McCollum's shot is off. Right side, Walker. For 3, Dimon. He can't get it to go. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Warriors ahead, up 9. And we're coming back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's SGA. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power. Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
There's the double team with Sarr. Here's Barrett-Tate. And that one drops.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
And it's SGA missing. Right wing. For 3, Dimon. The shot won't fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
The Warriors lead by 9. Here's SGA. Walker pulls down the board. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Dick. Six on the shot clock. Again, the Kings score.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Outside, SGA with the drive. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in the second half.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on. That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Rebound by Sacramento.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. He misses the free throw. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Ted?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Hero. It's deflected.
Well, you could see how Shingu read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Fires the three. Cleared away by Hero. Kings trail by 8. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted areas. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Oh, he jammed it!
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
On the wing, Williams. The free is in!
Tyler Hero has really evolved offensively. As you see, those assist numbers start to climb.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside. Gilgeous-Alexander slices in for a bucket.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
On the wing, Williams. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
McCain with it. He's picked up by SGA. Outside Hero. Williams with the screen. It's Hero on the take. Oh, he can't get the layup. The Warriors lead by 5. There's the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you see the acceleration right there. SGA turning it on.
Hero. Oh, off target from downtown. 1:16 left to the fourth. Sar down low. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Every time I watch Sar, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Hero on the wing. And yes, sir, hits the wide open J.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. Jams it home.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
SGA with it. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Outside Hero. Now pass to Williams. And a one-handed slam.
Assist goes to Tyler Hero.
so the Warriors take the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks.
Kings play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you live here from Sacramento, California. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Here's McCain. It's rebounded by Golden State. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Newell. Goes up high. For the two-handed dunk.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley with the block. Left side, Hero. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And he just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Hero, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Hero. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Kings trail. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who Coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, Coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Mobley outside. To the inside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
And the dunk by SGA.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Song. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Here's Mobley. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see. Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's McCollum. And it's good, 2 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Kings trail by 9. Shakes him. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Lets it go with the 3. And Şengün throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. It's Dick on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
And that one, good.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Stolen away. Here's Berringer. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The shot no good. Tyson.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And he lays it straight in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Warriors with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. Fires at the elbow. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And the dunk by Dick.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. look here for the Warriors. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Right side, SGA. Golden State moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander driving and slam dunk by SGA.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And Mobley throws it down.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Newell. Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A nice shot by Mobley.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Pass to Strother. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Warriors making a switch here.
Substitution for the Warriors.
And it's Sacramento's ball. 11-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And Hero drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
To the paint. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Screen by Adams. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And that one drops for him. Mobley's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
To the middle. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Hero. The layup off target. And stolen by Daniels. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's SGA. Plays it up off the glass. SGA's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. Hero. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, flashy play by Hero off the drive, turning his speed into airtime for a dunk.
Mobley with the block. Outside, Hero. Nifty move. He lays it in. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
What a read by Hero. He knew the pick and roll would give him some options.
Daniels with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Golden State. And the big fella Alex on showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Hero, no good. Warriors leading by 13. SGA into the lane. And slam dunk by SGA.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Off his foot. And the official saying it was flicked. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far. Just doing it all on the offensive end.
To the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
There's a screen by Williams. It's Hero with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Hero's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close. Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Shot clock at 6. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr.
Warriors substitution.
The Kings trail by 13. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Here's the screen to the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Mobley right side. There's the 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Kings trail by 13. And so they foul intentionally. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Dick. On the wing, Carrington. Down low. Here's Şengün. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 1:19 left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pulls up on the elbow. McCollum, no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Inside. It's picked off. Dick in the corner. A 15-footer. And that's good for 2. Diggs got his second basket of the night.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Pass to Dick. Here's Demon. Defended by Carrington. Sweet move. And it's Demon missing. Warriors leading by 14. It's McCollum on the wing. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Dick wide open. A 3 off the mark. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Warriors. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Demon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's SGA. And he drives in. Comes up empty down low. The Kings trail by 17. Here's Dick. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the paint. Sarn. Rebound by the Kings.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Dick. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Here's SGA. Pops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Dick. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Diggs got 5 points now this quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Berenger. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
There's Hero with the three. Warriors with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Şengün. He parachutes in for the putback.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Hero. Not going to go.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it to go off the glass.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Now Mobley. Sarr pulls it down. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is off. The Kings trailed by 18. Hero. That does not go. And it's the Warriors' ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And the Warriors making a change here.
Warriors substitution. Number 3, Jalen.
SGA. And slam dunk by SGA.
Alexander.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Hero. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
4 on the shot clock. Hero, that's a two-pointer. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And Mobley throws it down.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And slam dunk by SGA.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Newell. And he gets it to go.
The assist.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.